Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about how we can solve some proportions using multiplication. So not cross multiplying, that's going to be in the next video we do, just simple multiplication. So if we look at our four examples here, we'll notice that we have a variable that we're trying to solve for that's in the numerator of one of our fractions or one of our ratios. So in order to, or once we look at that ratio, let's look for example at number 1. We have 5 over 7 equals x over 21. So if we look at x over 21, that's like saying x divided by 21, right? So if I want to figure out what x actually is, I can do the inverse operation to x. So instead of x divided by 21, we could actually multiply by 21 in order for us to find what our variable is equal to. Now, since it's an equation, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So for this one, we could say, I'll write it again down here, 5 over 7 equals x over 21. And I'm going to multiply both sides by 21. So what that's going to do for me is cancel out my 21 that's in the denominator on the right side of my equation. So this is just x, and now on the left side we can just multiply. So we can do 21 times 5 and divide that by 7. Now you might not know what 21 times 5 is in your head, so kind of a different way to do this, you could actually do 21 divided by 7 and then multiply that by 5. So 21 divided by 7 would be 3, and then 3 times 5 would be 15. Okay, so for number 1 here, we're going to say x is equal to 15. All right, number 2. Now we have x divided by 6 is equal to 6 over 9. So for this one, we are dividing by 6. So let's multiply both sides by 6. So I'm going to rewrite my ratio or my proportion down here, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. Once again, that's going to cancel my 6 that is being divided to my variable. So now we have x is equal to, and 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 divided by 9 would be 4. So we could say x is equal to 4 for number 2. All right, number 3, 12 tenths is equal to x over 15. So let's rewrite our proportion down below. And now let's multiply both sides by 15 to get rid of our denominator that is below our variable. So now we could do 15 times 12 divided by 10. Or you could do 15 divided by 10 times 12. So if we do 15 divided by 10, that's going to be 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5 times 12 would be 18. So here we're going to say 18 is equal to x, or we could say x is equal to 18. All right, in our fourth and final example, x over 10 is equal to 3/5. So I'm going to rewrite my proportion. X over 10 is equal to 3 over 5, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. So it's going to cancel out my 10 on the left side here. And now we get x is equal to 3 times 10 would be 30, and 30 divided by 5 would be 6. Okay, so that is how we can solve some proportions just by multiplying.